Julie Nelson.
And I'm Lauren Lemanchek. We begin tonight, though, with the overwhelming disapproval of federal immigration tactics in Minnesota. That is according to a new KARE 11 NBC News Star Tribune poll.
It follows weeks of high emotions during the federal surge following the shooting deaths of Renee Good and Alex Preddy. But the survey also shows Minnesotans largely support some cooperation between state and federal officials. That poll looked at many factors, including approval of ICE, the tactics the agents have used, and what the future of ICE should look like. The results come with little surprise amid the uproar for change, both here at home and across the country. Danny Spiewak leads us off tonight. Danny?
This poll surveyed more than 1,000 Minnesota adults in late January and early February, and the results are clear. Almost 2/3 of Minnesotans say ICE and federal immigration authorities have gone too far.
Go home! Go home! Go home!
For weeks, protesters have flooded the streets of the Twin Cities in opposition to federal immigration enforcement operations.
They were just sitting in their car.
Now, a new poll from KARE 11, the NBC News Decision Desk, and the Star Tribune shows that 66% of Minnesotans believe ICE and Border Patrol tactics have gone too far.
Were you surprised to see the amount of people that said ICE had gone too far? It was about 2/3 of the respondents.
No, I really wasn't.
Brian McClung is a Republican strategist who worked for former Governor Tim Pawlenty.
That really tracks with just everyday conversations that all of us are having with our friends and coworkers and family. Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, that comes through in this poll. I think that you see already from the Trump administration's actions over the last few weeks that they were recognizing that this is not sitting well.
The poll shows that 58% of Minnesotans blame the Trump administration for the clashes and unrest, compared to 28% blaming state and local leaders, 13% blaming protesters, and 1% blaming undocumented immigrants. At the same time, respondents largely support local police working with federal immigration authorities, with 47% saying they should cooperate in some cases and 38% in all cases. And on the question of whether ICE should even exist, 43% support reform to the agency, with 31% preferring the status quo and only 26% supporting abolition.
I think you're seeing an underlying sentiment that Minnesotans, support law and order. They want things to be handled the right way. They want local police in this poll to be working with their federal partners, but they want it to get fixed, obviously.
Also, an overwhelming majority of Minnesotans in the survey, 88%, say that federal agents should not be granted immunity from prosecutions for unlawful activity. Julie.
All right. Thank you, Danny.